classmates, along with Miss Vidya, are in the bus going to the Space Center. They are very excited. Neil and his classmates have reached the Space Center. Children, we are at the Space Center.
This place is so cool. But why are we here?
We will be looking at the planets, stars, moon, the sun, and other things that are there in our solar system very closely.
Oh! We have a telescope in the science lab at school. Why did we come here? We could have seen that from our school itself.
Yes, we do have a telescope at school. But here, we will be able to take a virtual tour around the planets as the astronauts do. You will feel like you are in space.
Astronaut? What is an astronaut?
An astronaut is a person who travels into the outer space. An astronaut studies the solar system and gathers information about the other planets. Astronauts go on different missions, conduct experiments, and observe the new things that happen in space.
Wow!
Let us go in and find out more. Children, look, this is a rocket. See how big the rocket is. This is the vehicle that helps astronauts go into space.
Wow! What is that? It looks so cool.
This is a special vessel known as a space capsule or spaceship. Astronauts travel in spaceships that are attached to rockets. These rockets are then launched into space at a very high speed.
But how does the rocket go in space?
Look at the big screen there. You can see how a rocket is launched into space.
Wow! I wish I was an astronaut. Then I could also go on a spaceship.
You can be an astronaut too. You have to study and work very hard to become an astronaut. Astronauts have to undergo long hours of training and testing before they travel to space. They must show that they can handle the physical difficulties when in space. They also need to learn how to handle stressful situations that may arise during space missions. Teacher, why are the astronauts wearing those clothes? Astronauts face so many challenges like no air and no gravity in space. So, there are special space suits made for them. These space suits maintain Earth-like conditions and help them to survive. These space suits provide them with air, protect them from extreme temperatures, and protect them from the strong rays of the sun when they are in space. They need to wear the space suit when they leave the space capsule and go to explore space. Sometimes the space suit are connected to the spaceships, so the astronauts won't float away in space.
Oh!
Children, now we will take a virtual tour in space and see what the astronauts see from their space capsule.
Wow!
Did you enjoy the tour around the planets?
Yes, teacher!
That is great. Now, who will tell me who an astronaut is?
An astronaut is a person who travels in space and studies the solar system.
Correct. Which vehicle is used by the astronauts to go into space?
Spaceship, which is connected to the rocket.
Yes, Neil, that's correct. What does an astronaut wear before getting out of their space capsule?
Spacesuit.
Do you know who the first person and astronaut to walk on the moon was?
Walk on the moon? How is that possible?
Yes, it was made possible. Neil Armstrong was the first astronaut to walk on the moon.
Nice.
Children, do you know who Kalpana Chawla was? She was the first woman astronaut of Indian origin who went to space. This was a very proud moment for India.
I will also make you proud, teacher.
Aww, I'm sure you will. Children, it's time for us to leave. Let us get on the bus. The children enjoyed their day at the Space Center. Neil falls asleep as soon as he settles in the bus.
The rocket is ready to launch in the next 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come, Neil. Let's go. We are on the moon. Woohoo! Sid! I am so happy that we are finally on the moon. We will be the first ones from our school to land on the moon. Yes, Neil. Now move out. You move out. I cannot move out unless you move out. Come on. Move. Neil. 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 Come, let's go. We have reached school. Yeah. Let's go.